As you well know, this council is currently considering various bids to build a parking structure and possibly some additional buildings here in Olympia. As I understand it, you have narrowed the competition down to 5 serious bids from 5 different companies. And to be honest with you, I don't really care about 4 of those companies. I only care about 1, Lorig. Olympia must refuse to do business with Bruce Lorig.
I worked for Bruce for 11 years. 9 of those years I was not allowed to progress from the level of receptionist in spite of being asked and performing 3 higher paying positions. When finally promoted after 9 years, the job was offered to me as, "We will try you out." After enduring extreme harassment, lack of training, and racial emails, I was told I could not do my job and I could go back to the front desk and take a major pay cut or quit. I was terminated, denied unemployment, which I fought for and won, and last, ultimately lost my family and ended up homeless and unable to find employment to this day. Please say no to racist developers. Thank you.
Hi, I'm also a supporter of Patricia, and I just wanted to point out that Lorig has just used this venue in order to serve a lawsuit to Patricia. Yesterday morning, I was woken up by a banging and frantic doorbelling at my house. Standing in the door in my nightgown, I was handed a 100-page document compiled by the law firm Jackson Lewis on behalf of Lorig Associates. When I read it, I realized that it was a lawsuit against me personally and others in the Seattle Solidarity Network. Through this lawsuit, Lorig is trying to subject me and the people I care about to financial ruin and to strip us of our First Amendment rights. I have nothing to give them. I have a 16-year-old car and some student loans if Lorig would like to have them. My rent at my house is about as much as Bruce Lorig spends on stabling his horse. They will not stop me from speaking the truth. This lawsuit is despicable. This company is despicable. Council members, please do not hire Lorig.
Here's the lawsuit right here. We intend to make it fully public. As of yesterday morning, when Lorig Associates did this is no longer a conflict just about discrimination or about wrongful termination. This is a wealthy developer that is trying to crush a community organization and gag public speech. Members of the council should understand now, if you didn't understand already, that this is the kind of company that the city of Olympia does not want to be involved with. It would not surprise me if this company has been trying to smooth talk some of you behind the scenes, trying to deceive you into thinking that this is not a serious issue that you should be concerned about. It would also not surprise me if there are political or legal issues that make some of you feel that you cannot openly denounce Lorig over these issues. But whatever reason you need to give is fine with us. Just please do not hire Lorig for the parking development. We can't let this lawsuit stop us. Even if the council members decide that they do want to work with Lorig, we can't let that be the end of it. We have to keep doing what we started doing for the past 4 months, which is we have to fight this company everywhere they go. And that includes city councils, that includes offices, that includes planning meetings, and if necessary, that includes construction sites. Thank you.
To item number, what is now item 7B, which is the downtown parking structure options. And I have concerns about option number 1 identified by council on October 20th, and that is to go forward and identify additional criteria so that we can move forward with the request for proposal process. In addition, I also have concerns around option 2, which I had suggested last week, around selection of a developer for to enter into negotiations for an agreement to build a parking structure.
I agree that option 3 is a reasoned approach now, especially with the situation we have of not being able to get the kind of quality structure that we all envision.
I also believe that this is a prudent course of action for us. One, because it's pretty clear based on the analysis that a public-private option is just not going to be achievable at this point in time.
I move that we focus on surface and on-street parking solutions, that we challenge the city manager to bring us proposals to add at least 200 stalls of public parking by the end of 2010, that we move forward with the pay boxes in the downtown core, as prescribed in the parking plan adopted in May, and continue with the work on future parking structures and/or mixed-use projects as we have finance and operating experience with expanded surface parking and pay boxes, and as the financial markets recover.
There are no other questions. All those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
No. The motion passes 43 with Council Member Strube, Messmer, and Mayor Pro Tem Kingsbury voting nay. I'd also like to point out, although it would appear that our audience has come to the conclusion that this means that we will not be moving forward with option 2, which is to select a developer from the short list and enter into negotiations for a development agreement at this point in time, and that we will also not be pursuing option number 1, which is to identify criteria for an RFP at this point in time. Okay? Very good.